But what we do know is that each and every one of us has the right to love and be loved in return. Wow! The Gamechanger Award, what the fuck? I just want to say a massive thank you to Attitude for this, but I want to stress that this is not my award. This is our award. Because I haven't done anything. We have done everything. A community of people that get up every day and scream and shout because we believe that each and every one of us has a right to be equal. No one knows what is going on in the world right now. No one knows what is going to be. But what we do know is that each and every one of us has the right to love and be loved in return. So I want you to look at a person next to you right now, whoever you're with, tell them you love them, give them a quick snog, because without love, we are all fucked. I love each and every one of you so much. Be proud to be who you are. Be proud of your colours. If people are struggling, encourage them to uplift their colours too. I love you so much, man. We are changing the game. We have done so much, but we have got such a long way to go. I love you so much. Thank you so much, Attitude, for this. I love you all. Have a great night. Ah! Yo, what's going on? I'm Yungblud. Hit like and subscribe to see more from Attitude.